Kung Hei Fat Choi is welcome in the year of the snake. This is the race by race preview for a massive day at Sha Tin on Friday. Paul Lally is here with all of the selections across the 11 races, and the first gets underway at 12:30 Hong Kong time. We kick off with a Class 5 over the 1200, and Winning Heart's placed his last 5. They've all been over at Happy Valley. Urban Triumph has had 2 trials since his last start. Speedy Fortune blinkers off, cheek pieces go back on. Flying Romantic wears blinkers for the first time. Ho Ho Star has trialled up with a second down the straight since we last saw him. And Wind Speeder down the bottom steps from the 1000 at the Valley to the 1200 at Sha Tin. Speedy Fortune, Paul, with those cheek pieces on, barrier number 1, the likely leader.
Yeah, look, he looks like he can go forward with those cheek pieces on, as you mentioned. Alloy King likes to go forward. Speedy Smarty, I think he'll be able to get outside the leader, but might have to work to get there. Winning Hearts comes off 2 really bad barrier draws, and he's drawn nicely in barrier 6, so he should be able to posse up nicely enough. And Sterling Wong Choi won't be too far away as well.
Winning Heart racing very consistently. Paul, here he is running third last time. This is back on the 15th of January. Does have to carry the 135 pounds. Still only won 1 race since he's here. But what about him in Class 5 this week? Yeah,
because this is Class 4. He's coming back to Class 5. I mean, I'm going to put him on top because he's so consistent. I don't think this is a hard race. The little concern, though, is just his Sha Tin record, because he's only been placed once from his 8 starts. But as you say, he's only had that 1 win, so that has been at Happy Valley.
Next up is down the straight at Sha Tin. Alloy King Happy Feeling finished back in the field with Wind Speeder. Ho Ho Star runs 4th in this race. He's going back to 1200 metres, the distance he's placed a couple of times over.
Yeah, so it wasn't a bad run from Ho Ho Star here, and as you say, he ran 4th. He's had that trial since, drawn nicely in barrier number 5. Alloy King, a lot of these are Happy Valley horses, Wind Speeder as well. So, look, I'm happy to watch all this.
Wait till they get back to the smaller circuit. That's Wind Speeder in the orange blinkers there. And Alloy King's won all of his races over 1200 metres at the Valley. So we'll pause on that replay and move on to Sterling Wong Choi, who's coming off a second at Sha Tin last time. He is the grey horse. The one that beats him is Country Dancer, who's been racing well. He's coming into shot now, Country Dancer. And Speedy Fortune led on the speed map we saw not too long ago, Paul, and he's in front here at the 350.
Yeah, and cheek pieces on him for the first time from barrier number 1. Look, Sterling Wong Choi will definitely go in for me. It was a really good run here. Zach Burton will jump aboard him as well. He was just beaten by a better horse on the day, but a nice run from him. I thought Speedy Fortune's had his chances recently. He could go in on a minor line. He didn't in the end, but Sterling Wong Choi definitely goes in.
Just grabbed late in the race by Country Dancer there. But you think Winning Heart might be able to go 1 or 2 spots better than recent races?
Yeah, hopefully he does at Happy Valley. So he'll go on top, Winning Heart to beat Speedy Smarty. Should be able to get across from barrier 12, but might have to work a bit. Sterling Wong Choi, an almighty kick goes in there. Another one that's drawn wide, he'll be running on late. 1-4-5-2.
Harry Bentley and Tony Cruz teaming up for Paul to win the first, as easy as race 1. Number 1. Race number 2, we go up in grade, and 1200 metres is the distance for the second at Sha Tin Class 4 event. Panda's drawn wide. Blazing Beam has his first start. He's had 4 trials. Happy Shooter has the crossover noseband off, blinkers on for the first time. Young Striker, he has had 5 trials prior to his debut. Club Ace has the tongue tie going on. Night Purasengwe did improve between his first 2 starts, and Shinkansen, his best form so far has been across at Happy Valley. He's pretty consistent over there. What of the pace here, Paul?
The old boy Happy Tango, I think, can get to the front and lead this. Joyful Treasure's gone forward and he's got blinkers on. The other horse that can go forward is Island Breezes as well. He won't be too far away. Master Phoenix, Sevy Twinkle should get a nice run. He's only had the 1 start. Blazing Beam is a debutant, but he hasn't shown much speed in his trials. And Shinkansen, I think, is a horse that generally goes back as well.
Joyful Treasure is where we start. He's going to get a perfect run on the speed map there, and he didn't get too bad a run this day either. He ends up running 3rd in this race. Victory went to Dragon 4C. He's drawn beautifully in 1 and did certainly improve between his first 2 starts.
Yeah, exactly. And so he'll definitely get his opportunity. And there is the option there to lead with him as well from barrier 1, but I think it's more likely that Happy Tango will come across and lead him. Look, at a nice enough run though, and as you say, there was improvement from start 1 to start 2.
That's our first replay. We'll see Dragon 4Cs later on the program. Always Mo Folks, this is by far his best performance last time. He ends up running second here. Savvy Twinkle fourth, raced a bit greenly at stages in this. Always My Folks, no luck with the draw this week though. He's out in 13. Savvy Twinkle has this run under his belt now.
I think he would have learned a lot from this Savvy Twinkle. You could see him 3 wide around the bend. He was green as grass. He didn't know what he was doing, all over the place there. But he stayed on nicely there. I think there's raw ability here with Savvy Twinkle. So, look, I wanted to include him. I think he is a good chance, especially with this run under his belt. I think he would have learnt a lot.
All right, we'll keep an eye on the horse in the red and yellow running fourth there. Panda. Christophe Soumillon riding at the meeting. He's going to take the ride on both Fast Network for Dennership and also this horse, Panda. His win was 1,000 metres. He's staying at the 1,200. He's always running on, but he's going to have plenty of luck from that draw this week.
Yeah, drawn pretty wide, isn't he? Look, I put him in on a very minor line because I can see him running on nicely like he did here, and he has got a good turn of foot, this horse. You can see him finishing off really strongly here for fourth, so a nice run from him under the circumstances. But again, I think the same thing's going to happen again where he gets back.
The first two in that race will go around later in the program. Here's a 1,000 metre race recently in Club Ace running fifth. You can see them all across the track here. Tongue Tie goes on and he's going up in distance for the first time to the 1,200. If you do like him, don't watch the trial.
Yeah, no, the trial wasn't particularly good, but in saying that, I think going from 1,000 to 1,200 looks ideal for this horse. And it was a good run here. This is a nice race that he's come out of as well, with Circuit Jolly winning this race. So, look, I think there's improvement in this horse. Look, again, the trial wasn't particularly good, but in saying that, was a nice enough run from him here. And I like the way he sort of hit the line. He wasn't giving it up.
Venice at trial was on the all-weather also, yeah. But he's the one to beat for you after that run.
Yeah, exactly. Forget the all-weather trial and go with him back on the turf. So he's on top, Club Ace, to beat Savvy Twinkle. Master Phoenix, he'll go in there on a minor line. He's had the 3 starts. He's drawn nicely in barrier 2, and then Panda for fourth. 8, 6, 5 and 1.
John Size and Hugh Bowman, the 2 men to combine with Club Ace for Paul to win race number 2. And the third race on Friday afternoon at Sha Tin is over the 1,600 metres and is a Class 4. Sunstriders on the class drop. Jumbo Fortunes placed 3 from 4 course and distance. Oriental Smokes placed 2 from 5 course and distance. D-Star has had 2 trials since his last start. Forever Folks has the blinkers coming off. Lucky Fion, he's run placings these last 3 outings. Circuit Mighty, all of his wins have been 1,400 metres, and Sunday Serenade, 1 go at the distance, and he did run a minor place in it. Circuit Mighty, Paul the leader, but could be vulnerable over the last 200 metres.
Yeah, exactly. He has gone forward in his last couple. Oriental Smoke, another one that has gone forward in recent races. Celtic Times goes forward when he draws low, and he has drawn low in this. Silver Up, then Patch of Lucky. Sunstrider, Sweet Smile. The rest generally do get back, so they'll be just looking for places towards the back.
We start with the consistent Lucky Fion, who's just been finding one to beat him in recent racing. Oriental Smoke hasn't won past 1,200 but has been placed. Is this the week for Lucky Fion? I've
got him in, but only on a minor line. Look, he hasn't seemed to be able to get his nose in front from his 8 starts. He has had 3 seconds. He's drawn 13. He'll be very popular in the market with Mikel Barcelona aboard. He's been racing well, so you definitely can't leave him out. Now, a win wouldn't surprise, but I've just got him in on a minor line.
All right, so he'll be a QP sort of horse. Will Lucky Fion went so close in that race. Sunday Serenade has been on the improve and made the step up to the 1,600 metres well, beating all but one in this race. The horse that he couldn't quite run down in the end is a Gold Master, who's in those pink colours just weaving through on the inside, but he looks to be building to something.
He does. Look, he's running really well, this horse, Sunday Serenade. So again, he goes in. I think he's a big chance. I'm going to put Bright Inheritance in on a minor line as well. Christophe Soumillon will be riding him, and he's finishing off strongly. I thought this is the best run we've seen from him for a little while as well, but good run from Sunday Serenade.
Bright Inheritance, a winner off a rating of 60, runs off 56 in this race. Jumbo Fortune, he's very, very hard to have on a win line. Matthew Poon, David Eustace, he's been racing heaps all season, but still running placings or fourths. Is he in a minor line, or are you going to risk him?
Risk him. I mean, he's only won one from 47, so I don't think it's hard to risk him. And saying that, there is numerous placings there, but look, he's been running really well from low draws. Now he's got barrier 12, so yeah, I'm happy to watch him run round. He doesn't, well, he's won once, isn't he, from 47.
Matthew Poon, 2 rides for a second and a fourth on Jumbo Fortune. The class dropper, Sunstrider here. This is his recent track work. Did it grab your attention?
Yeah, it did. I think this horse is going really well at the moment, and I really like the way he strode out here. He's been running really well in Class 3 with a lot of minor placings. So coming up here down to Class 4, I think he's a big chance.
Straight off the track work, straight onto the on-top selection graphic.
We'll make him on top. Sunstrider, nice piece of work from him coming into it. Hugh Bowman and David Hall. Sunday Serenade, Lucky Fionn and Bright Inheritance. 113, 9 and 3.
It's a race-to-race double for Bowman for Paul over races 2 and 3, and the third is the first leg of the early treble. And the fourth race is the Group 3 Centenary Vars over the 1,800 metres, and we have Straight Aaron at the top of the book off a Happy Valley trial. Happy Together, he's coming off a placing in the January Cup at Happy Valley last time. Cheng Cheng Glory has placed 2 from 3 course and distance. Nimble Nimbus, he won it last year. 5G Patch has placed 3 from 6 over the 1,800. Encountered 4th behind Elaine Feeling in the January Cup last start. Both Stunning Peach and Winning Dragon Paul coming back in distance.
Sword Point likes to lead, whether it's the turf or the all-weather. So look, I think he can lead this race easy enough. Counted can be positive. Winning Dragon's been going forward. And Shude might even try and go on with it from his wide draw. It's 1,800 metres. There's a massive run to the first bend there. Cheng Cheng Glory will be looking to slot in somewhere as well. Straight Aaron gets back, and Stunning Pete's always goes back as well.
Nimble Nimbus is looking to win it again, and the man to try and pilot him to do it did it last year too. Here's Andrea Razzani.
Andrea, is this little guy one of your favourite horses since you've been in Hong Kong, Nimble Nimbus?
Well, it's been very good to me. He's obviously he's a horse that has been very consistent all the way through, and he's given me a lot of fun in some of those big races. And luckily having a horse like him, it's because, as you well know, it's not easy to get rides at these Group 1 levels. But I landed on him last season when I first came, and I've had some good fun with him, and luckily nicked the winner as well.
Does he just try his heart out every time?
He does, and considering now he's a 7-year-old, and but on the back of his last trial, it looks like he's retaining his ability, and obviously won the race last year. So,
and no Romantic Warrior this week must be something you look forward to not having him in the field.
Yeah, correct. This is probably the only time we won't be able to bump into him. And no, like I said, he seems in good order, and it's a smallish field, but it's a tight race, and he won the race last year of bottom 8. I think it was rated 93. He's a mark of 106 now, but on his own work, he looks like he's enjoying himself, and he's had a nice break. He hasn't run over since international, and he's had 1 trial since, and so I think obviously the team, Ricky, they've kept him fresh for the race.
There's Andrea talking Nimble Nimbus. Paul is in this replay too. We're going back to the 17th of November. Romantic Warrior is about to take over. Nimble Nimbus 3rd and Shude 4th, and Encountered ends up running 5th. Yeah,
he ran on nicely, didn't he? And Shude's the one I'm taking out of this race. I think he's well placed in a race like this. He has drawn barrier number 10, so he's going to have to overcome that barrier with this. But he was running on really nicely here in this race. Obviously, there's no Romantic Warrior in the race, but he's been quite consistent, and I just think this is the right sort of race for him, right sort of distance. So he'll go in. Encountered is an old favourite of mine. He was right on the cusp for me, but I didn't get him in the end.
Another one of your old favourites is in the second replay, Cheng Cheng Glory. Hugh Bowman's turn this week. There's not too many jockeys in the jockeys room that haven't had a sit on Cheng Cheng Glory. Will Hugh suit?
I think he will, actually. A nice patient ride from him. Look, the horse, he's coming off a Group 1 race. This is Voyage Bubble winning this. His last 2 starts have been in Group 1s, and then prior to that he did run second in a Group 2. So coming back to the Group 3, I think it's going to be ideal for him. Sha Tin Glory. He's got to overcome barrier 9. It can be a little bit sticky, but this is going to be a lot easier. And 1800 metres, although he hasn't won at it, he's run some pretty good races.
Including an 0-second to Helios Express in the Classic Cup last season. Happy Together, La City Blanche encountered 5G Patch. So we've seen these ones clash time and time again. This one at Happy Valley last time out.
Yeah, this was January Cup, and Happy Together is the one to take out. For me, he's going really nicely. 1800 metres is the right distance for him. He has won over the 1800 metres at Sha Tin in the past as well. So, look, he's a horse that's going well at the moment. I thought he had every chance there, but just beaten by a better horse on the night.
And finally, Winning Dragon and Stunning Peach. Just over the 2,000 metres, they went pretty hard in front in this race. Winning Dragon's been racing well over the 2,000. Stunning Peach has had one go at the distance of Friday's race for a win.
Yeah, he won nicely. Now, this is 2,000, as you mentioned, and he needs luck in running this horse because he does get back. But in this type of field, it's a smallish field with only 11 runners. He can get back and he'll be running on strongly at the end. So for me, he's one of the main chances in the race. You can see him really finishing off strongly here.
There it is. That is a breakdown of the replays for the Centenary Vase. Who wins it?
We'll stick with Sha Tin Glory. I think this is an easier race for him to beat Stunning Peach. Happy Together and Shoot. I think this is the right race for him as well. 4, 10, 2 and 6.
Paul with a Hugh Bowman Love Fest. That's 3 in a row for Hugh by taking the 4th on Sha Tin Glory. Race number 5 now. This is A class for the 5th and it's over the 1,400 metres. Phoenix Light off a last start second at the distance. Charming Babe is on the class drop. Leslie is a 2-time course and distance winner. Sky Deep's improved all 4 starts. Flying Akid has the blinkers coming off. Zeta Force makes his Sha Tin debut. Harmony and Home has a new home. He's now with Jimmy Ting. Lucky Blessing has the blinkers going on, and Lucky Gold is a 3-time course and distance winner with a good draw. So on to the speed map here, Paul. There's Lucky Blessing end up in front. He's showing a stack of pace.
He has, hasn't he? So he should be able to lead once again with those blinkers on. Atomic Energy's got pace as well. He can go forward. He's been running at Happy Valley. Sky Deep, another one that won't be far away. The likely favourite, Brilliant Express, he should get every chance. Zeta Force, Max Q, just had a couple of starts and then back to the final 6.
Here is a Brilliant Express. He's no stranger to being favourite, but he is a stranger to the winner's circle because he keeps finding something to roll him. He runs second at his most recent outing. Of course, he was unbeaten odds-on favourite 2 starts ago, and Leslie gets held up in the straight.
Yeah, look, he's been favourite his last 4 starts for 3 seconds and a 9th, so he's starting to get a little bit costly. 4 punters has Brilliant Express. Look, he was entitled to win this race. I thought he was going to on the outside, but as it turned out, the horse was too good on the outside in the end. So he did fight back to fair to the horse when he saw him, but yeah, he'll be short again. I've got one to beat him.
Especially if you've ridden the first, or 3 of the first 4 winners.
Yeah, exactly.
Here is Brilliant Express. This is the day he was odds on. Got beat at 1.8 and didn't yelp. So we'll focus on the other horse in this race, which is Max Q. This was his first race day outing. Did it do enough to think there's something there with this horse? Yeah,
look, I did like this run, so I'm going to make him the long shot. He finished off really strongly here as well. So it was a nice run from him. This was actually his second start when he stepped up to the 1,400 metres. So second go over the 1,400 metres, sticks at the distance, I think looks good. And the best part of this race in the orange colours is when he's finishing off really strongly.
He's been in Chungfa and had a pretty quiet trial up there since that race too, has Max Q. Here is Sky Deep running second, Flying Akid 11th. Sky Deep 13th on debut, then 7th on the all-weather. So he's been beaten 20 lengths, 3 lengths, a length and a half 4th, and then a short head here behind what looks to be a pretty smart horse in Another World.
Yeah, look, Another World's running later in the card as well. And it was a strong win from him. He wasn't entitled to win. You'll see why about there and there. But he still won this race, Another World. Good run from Sky Deep, though. He'll go in the numbers for sure because he all but won this race. And you can see the horse coming through on the inside. It was unbelievable where he got up, wasn't it?
The more you watch that, the better it looks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And he's racing later in the program, Another World, so won't have to worry about him this week, Max Q.
No, so we'll go with Max Q. Hopefully we'll get an each-way price about him. To beat the likely odds on, or be close to it, Favourite and Brilliant Express, Sky Deep. I'm going to put Phoenix Light in as well. Look, he's having his second start back here in Class 4. Did run second at his first one and drawn nicely in Barrier 2. 7-4-6-1.
So the Paul L likes the Max Q to take out race 5. Race number 6, a cup race, the Chinese New Year Cup, and it's over the 1400 metres. Healthy Happies on the class drop, visor off, blinkers go on. Drombeg Benner's a 4-time course and distance winner. Green and White's a 5-time course and distance winner. Young Champion has the blinkers on. Mr. Ascendancy wears cheek pieces once again. Torbjorn Prince has won 2 from his last 3, and Aurora Lady has his first look in Class 2 and also over 1400 metres. Drombeg Benner here, Paul, with a £10 claim. Easy lead.
Yeah, he should lead, shouldn't he? Healthy Happy is a leader, but I don't think he can go with him. Aurora Lady's a leader. He's not going to go with him. Algate's a leader. Torbjorn Prince is a leader. There's going to be good pace in this race, but I think Drombeg Bennett's just going to go for it. And saying that, they might set it up for one of these other horses like Green and White, Young Champion, even Dancing Code towards the back.
Here is Drombeg Benner. He ran second in this race. He was run down only by Patch of Theta, which is not bad form. He had barrier number 11, but he had 115 pounds on his back. So despite the fact he gets a £10 claim, still 6 more than this day.
Yeah, he was. I like Green and White's running this. He got a little bit further back than he would like, but there is going to be pace in this race with the apprentice on, Drombeg Benner. And he's been racing really consistently this season as well. So he's the one for me, Green and White.
It's a ride for Hugh Bowman.
There you go.
What a surprise. So it'll be Green and White to win race number 6.
I'm going to find out what Hugh Bowman is in the Jockey Challenge now.
Do you want a Winks poster or something?
Just about.
You'll get one. Here is Young Champion running second. Outgate Torbjorn Prince and Dancing Code also in this race. Young Champion's trialled impressively up at Chungfa behind Kaying Resilience. Where's these blinkers for the first time?
Yeah, Zach Purden aboard. He's the main danger, I think, too, Green and White. Not drawn nicely in barrier number 6. He'll be finishing off really strongly. So, like, you wouldn't be surprised to see him win as well. But yeah, he's in the top 2 for me for sure. And the horse that does beat Young Champion, of course, is Ruby Lot, who's going to be one of the favourites in the big race.
He is indeed. Quite a few of those horses going to the Classic Mile from that replay. Aurora Lady running second. Jamie Mellum, if you're not familiar with that name, was Jamie Carr, married Ben Mellum, so that's the reason why Jamie's now Jay Mellum. And what are the chances of Aurora Lady?
Put him in for a minor line, up to the 1400 metres by start witness. Should be okay for him. He's only had 3 goes at Sha Tin. Most of his races have been at Happy Valley. Has been placed in one of those 3 goes before, so is capable.
But the Jockey's Challenge might be all over if your selection's going to play by the end of race number 6.
Yeah, he's on top. Hugh Bowman, Green and White, to beat Young Champion Zach Purden. Chichar Spirit, I'll put him in there for 3rd. He's been consistent recently. And Aurora Lady for 3, 5, 4 and 11.
Here with a 4-timer for Paul if Green and White is victorious in race number 6. And race number 7 now. This race is a Class 4 over the 1200 metres, and we have Fun and Fun Together with cheek pieces on for the first time. Arden has had 7 trials. Dragon 4 Seas is a last start winner with an extra £7 on his back. View All Things wears a tongue tie for the first time. Yichong Gloria first starter, 5 trials. Jolly Jumper improved last start. Wider draw for Happy Holiday. Triumphant Warrior was held up last time, and King Oberon has placed 4 from 9 course and distance. Fun and Fun Together drawn to the leader, Paul.
Yeah, I think Jamie Mellon will go straight to the front with cheek pieces on for the first time. Arden's showing some speed in his 7 trials. I think he'll go forward. Yichong Glory, another one that's been on the pace in his trials. Dragon 4 Seas will come across from his wide draw. Kaying Radiance will get his opportunity. And Dragon Sunrise, the grey horse, will have to go back, I think, with Sunny Q.
We start, though, with the trainer of Kaying Radiance. It's David Hayes.
David, Kaying Radiance, do we just put that first start down to bad luck and one of those things?
Yeah, Zach thought he could have easily won. He just didn't get a crack at them. and he's got a barrier. Fantastic. Just hope the same it doesn't happen again. He's probably long term in a year's time be a miler, but he's a very good quality young horse that should be hard to beat.
2.3 on debut. Not too many go out that short priced on debut. I know things didn't go his way, but the ability, everyone had seen it in the trials.
Yeah, look, he's looked very good in his trial, well, in his recent trials, and I think that's a bit of the Zach factor. He can make a 4-to-1 shot, $2 very easily. He's quite popular.
Good opportunity for Keith this week, though.
It really is. Great opportunity, and Keith's looking forward to riding him.
There he is, David Hayes talking Kaying Radiance. Paul, Invincible Lucky, he led last time, and as Brenton Abdallah told us on Racing to Win, wasn't intended to lead, but just got a bit keen with those shades on.
Yeah, look, he's still a maiden from 7 starts. He's had a couple of these placings now. The draw was a little bit awkward, I thought, for me, barrier number 13, so he might have to go back. As you say, he didn't like leading either, so I think they'll probably go back with him from that wide draw. Look, he was on the cusp, I didn't get him in the end.
And that's Triumphant Warrior down on the inside in the white sleeves. Sunny De Best goes up to win the race, and we'll see him in a higher grade race later in the program. So Invincible Lucky from his wide draw won't be in Paul's selections. Will Dragon 4 Seas after his last start victory. He took a little while to break through. Ended up doing it at start number 9. He's out in barrier number 10. Derek Longmanford Man and View All Things. This was his first race day appearance.
And it wasn't a bad run from View All Things. Look, he does go in Dragon 4 Seas on a minor line. Another one that's drawn awkwardly in barrier number 10. He did this from barrier 4 when he won this race. I think this will be a little bit harder for him, and this looks a little bit of a stronger race, but he still did win nicely enough. So, look, he'll go in, but just on a minor line.
Right, so that is Dragon 4 Seas just overhauling the lead there and getting the better of Solar River. You'll see him at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Yichong Glory, first starter out of the Jamie Richards stable. He has had a number of trials, wears a tongue tie at his first start. You won't miss him in the run because he is the grey.
Yeah, 1163 pounds for his debut run here in Hong Kong. I like the way he really quickened up here over the straight 1000, and he trialled really nicely. So, look, I think he could be in for a good debut, this horse. Zach Purton aboard. Zach was aboard Kaying Radiance last start as well, but he is sticking with Yichong. Well, he is going with Yichong Glory.
He is indeed. So on that recommendation, sounds like you're pretty keen on him.
Yeah, I do. I like him. He's on top, Yichong Glory. To beat the top one here, number 1, Fun and Fun Together, should lead. Kaying Radiance, we heard from David Hayes there in Dragon 4 Seas. 7143.
Paul, as easy as race 7, number 7 at Sha Tin on Friday afternoon. It is the first leg of the 4-year-old series, the Classic Mile. It is race number 8, and the preview for it looks this way. Packing Hermit at the top of the book, Ruby Lot, Devano, all having their first try over 1,600 metres. Call Me Glorious running the all-weather over 1650 last weekend. Fast Networks placed his only time at the trip. Cap for Ra hasn't won in 14 starts worldwide, but has been Group 1 placed and done a pretty good job. Mickley has the blinkers on for the first time. Lucy in the Sky wears a tongue tie. Top Gun coming off a down-the-track performance behind Dragon Joy. And Mark Wynn, he was beaten by Dragon Joy at his only start over the 1,600 metres. Glory Elite rolls to the top, Paul.
Yeah, he should be able to lead Glory Elite. Call Me Glorious. He likes to go forward. My Wish likes to go forward. Devano likes to go forward. Lucy in the Sky likes to go forward. So I think all those horses will go forward and set up a reasonable pace here. Mark Wynn, Fast Network should get a good run. Pecking Hermod, one of the favourites. Ruby Lot's going to have to go back, and Mickley's gone back in all his starts.
And the trainer of Ruby Lot is David Hayes.
David, Classic Mile for Ruby Lot this week. It was almost a Classic Mile class field that he beat last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was the best lead up as far as depth of field, and he was really strong late. He won it probably in the last 50 metres, and so he's crying out for a mile, and his form's really been impeccable. So looking forward to the race.
Had a good gate last time, gate number 11 this week. Does that worry you with a horse like him?
It's 10, I think, but not really, because he's a swooper. I'd expect him to be probably in the back third of the field, 3 wide with cover with a clear run the straight. I'm an optimist, but that's what I want.
Brenton Avdulla takes the ride. He's automatically clicked with the horse. 2 rides for 2 wins.
Yeah, that was an easy decision. He seems to understand the horse, and he's ridden him patiently twice, and he's won both times. So hopefully he can just get a little bit of cover for the first 2/3 of the race and then let it unfold in the straight.
You've sent him up to Chungfa since his last run. Has he come back in good condition?
Yeah, he really has. He's probably might get a clip after this. It's been pretty cool in Chungfa, and he's got a bit of a winter coat. Not bad, but he probably won't be pick of the yard. But it's the routine we've done, and he's been very consistent racing out of there.
And that is Ruby Lot. Next up, Paul, we have My Wish running 3rd and Mickley 12th. One of these races where Mickley doesn't get too much room. We did see on the speed map that My Wish should be in a pretty good spot up outside the leader.
Yeah, he will get his opportunity. This is his first go over 1,600 metres as well, and he did run 3rd. He's been running really consistently all season, this horse. So, look, expect another good run from him. I mean, obviously, this is our feature race. There's horses with some very strong form coming into it. I haven't got him in, but look, I wouldn't be surprised if he ran well.
That is the Ferraris and Newman combination with My Wish. Mickley's had a couple of starts since this win. Cap Ferrar, he's only had the 1 start in Hong Kong. We've seen him trial. There seems to be the case that if there's bad luck to find, Mickley will find it.
Yeah, and look, he wouldn't want to get bad luck in this race. So just his running style, I have put him in a few times this season, but his running style worries me a little bit in this. Cap Ferrar, I mean, he's a 14-start maiden who's group placed. It tells a story, I think, with him. I mean, if you're good enough to be Group 1 placed, you should have won a race by now. And look, he went really close there once again. So, but for that reason, I haven't put him in.
So that pair, Mickley features again here, but we'll talk about Mark Wynn and Fast Network. Mark Wynn is a horse that you spotted very early in his career, and nothing wrong with the run of Fast Network at his first go over 1,600.
No, definitely. And look, Fast Network showing he's got speed over 1,000. He's by rote, so the 1,600 should be fine for him. And we saw that in this race, so he'll definitely go in. I think this is one of the main form races, so he'll go in, and Mark Wynn will both go in for me, because I think this with Dragon Joy, this was the sort of almost the lead up, isn't it, to this particular race? So the winner's not here, so he can't go in, but 2nd and 3rd can.
There you go. So take out Dragon Joy and put in Mark Wynn and Fast Network, but whereabouts?
3rd and 4th. I think the other form race is probably stronger, that Ruby's Lot one. So Ruby Lot packing her mod coming out of that one. So I'm using the 2 races as the main form races. So Ruby Lot packing her mod from the Ruby Lot race, and Fast Network and Mark Wynn from that race. 2, 1, 5 and 14.
Brenton Avdulla to remain unbeaten on Ruby Lot. 3 rides for 3 wins if Paul's right and he wins the Classic Mile. Good race, race number 9 to follow the Classic Mile. And the 9th is a Class 3. It's over the 1,600. Huge wave, a last start winner. He goes up £12 for the victory. Embraces has won his last 2. Sky Heart Fitter for his first up, fighting 4th. Fallon's a 2-time course and distance winner. Blessed Nation when his best run in Hong Kong last time. New Future Folks, first time 1,600 metres. Prestige Good has the tongue tie going on, and Fortune Superstar is eligible for the top of Class 4. Sky Heart Fitter Paul and leads.
Yeah, he led last time too when he was fresh up. I think he'll lead again. Legend St Paul's is always handy. Packing Turbine likewise. New Future Folks has gone forward. Huge Wave, Prestige Good. Fortune Superstar, another one who likes to lead. Blessed Nation, midfield, and Thrall towards the back with Embraces.
Silvery Breeze lightly raced since arriving in the territory, and here's his trainer, David Eustace.
David, up to start number 4 this week for Silvery Breeze. What was the attraction that you thought this will make a good Hong Kong horse with him?
He came recommended by a friend. Sam Freeman trained him in Australia, and when he's won his maiden, he thought he would suit, and knew the owners quite well. We trained for the Wilsons, who are breeders and generally racers of fillies, so it suited them as well. And so far so good. I suppose he's building a nice profile.
His last couple of runs since the win have also been very good, albeit a little luckless at times too.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously had some luck in his first start, and we've had to cop a couple of wide gates since then, and we get another one on tomorrow. But he's acquitted himself really well. I thought the blinkers helped, and it was only his first go in them for me anyway. So I don't actually hate the gate anyway. He's a big, long striding horse and appreciates a bit of room. But just obviously the pace of the race is going to be fairly crucial.
Is he the sort of horse that the further the race is or the faster they go, the better it's going to be for him because he will just keep running on all day?
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to stepping up in trip. When that will be, will probably just be guided by how he performs Friday, but he will definitely appreciate 18 and 2000, so that's certainly the plan.
And there he is, David Eustace talking Silvery Breeze. Legend St Paul's had been racing very consistently, Paul, up to this victory last time. This was on New Year's Day, so his win was at one of the bigger meetings, the Lucky Start meeting, on to Chinese New Year race day. Derek Lung, Frankie Law, and a good trial since this victory too.
Yeah, look, he comes up to Class 3 for the first time, but I think he's out of place here by any stretch of the imagination. Lightweight, barrier number 2. Did get beaten by Packing Angel before he bet Flying Luck in this race, and he'd been racing really well. So, look, I think he's a big chance. He goes in for sure.
Derek Long takes the ride on him, and he beats poor old Flying Luck, who ended up with another placing in that race. Embraces has found some form at his last 2 outings. The first one was at Happy Valley over the 1650, then switched across to the bigger circuit of Sha Tin. 1 start at the mile at Sha Tin, and this is the win.
Yeah, it was a nice win. I like Blessed Nation coming out of this race as well. This was his first go over the 1600 metres, and he fought on really strongly here. I thought he was going to win about now, Blessed Nation. But look, it was a good run from him. Embraces. He keeps winning as well since he stepped up. The big key was stepping up in trip. And once he stepped up in trip, he's gone well.
He's looking for 3 in a row is Embraces, and a Huge Wave as a last start winner. He did get a perfect run in behind the pace. Prestige Good was 3 wide with cover the entire way, and Fallon 5th, and he's not normally too far away over the 1600 metres, but Huge Wave, haven't missed him with the weights.
No, he's gone up, isn't he? And Barrier 7 just makes it a little bit more tricky. He had a perfect ride here from Hugh Bowman when he won this race, and it was a really nice win from, was it Harry Bentley, was it? Was it? Yeah,
Yep.
Bentley. So a really nice win there from, Harry Bentley when he won on this day. But look, I thought he had everything go his way there.
That was an extended rating race too, that Class 3, thus the extra impost for the win. Where do you go here?
Going to go with the 2 horse in this race. So I think Silvery Breeze, we heard from the trainer there, David Eustace. I think he can win. Blessed Nation, I really liked his run, fresh up over the 16. Legend St Paul's, and Sky Heart, he'll be fitter for that one run. 2, 9, 13 and 5.
Silvery Breeze for Paul to win race number 9. Race number 10. This race is a 1200 metre Class 3. Packing Power at the top of the book comes back in distance. Midwinter Wind, he makes his Hong Kong debut. He's had the 4 trials. Young Superstars, a 2-time course and distance winner. King Miles back in trip. We've got Lopan Spirit wearing a tongue tie for the first time. Run Smart was backed off the map last time when running second. Sunny the Best comes up in grade winning. Beauty Light comes up in grade off a placing. And Off-Road Master, he's had 1 go on the turf and he ran 4th. Young Superstar, the leader here, Bob.
Yeah, from barrier 1, he should easily lead this. So he should be able to dictate in front. Off-Road Master coming onto the turf, can go forward. Young Riding Together's gone forward in his recent starts. Packing Power's drawn wide, he likes to go forward. Lopan Spirit, another one that's drawn wide that likes to go forward. Likely favourite, Sunny the Best, should get a nice run. Run Smart likewise. And King Miles will have to go back, I think, from his draw.
To the rider of the leader, it's Angus Chung, Young Superstar.
Angus, you're the best person to ask about Young Superstar. You're the only one that's ever ridden him. Have you always had a good opinion of the horse?
Yeah, I get along with him very nice. I know him, he knows me, so we together, we connect.
Going back to that first start, were you confident going into the race that he'd run a good race for you? I know it was a while ago and he's done well since then, but always had the potential that he's gone on to show since?
Back in the first start, so I have trials like four, five times before the first start. He's not very consistent. He sometimes can jump good, sometimes can jump bad, but it depends his fitness and how fit it is. But it's really easy to see how fit, because in the track work, if he get fit, he will get strong. But sometimes, like at the beginning of the season, he lazy. He just doesn't really want to try. But when he get fit, he will get really strong in the track work. So it's really easy to see what is his condition now. So yeah.
Have his starts got better because you're drawn barrier number 1 this week? So how important is it that you get out fast, because he tends to race best when he does lead?
Yeah, definitely. Barrier 1 must be the benefit for him. Probably use a little bit less energy to get the front. Hopefully it's not too many horses come up to me to challenge me.
Does he find when they do challenge him, although running 3rd last start, he wasn't beaten too far?
I still prefer he's going straight forward, good lead. He's sort of one pace horse. Horses around him still looking around, so I'm still prefer he's going in the front.
And his track work since that last start, have you been happy with that?
Very happy. As what I say, the conditioning really easy to see of him. His feet, he's strong in the track work, so it seems fine for me after the start.
No.
There is Angus Chung on Young Superstar. We head to Beauty Light, Paul running 2nd last time, and there he is down on the inside. He was a winner before this race, and he beat Telecom Dragon. He comes here drawn barrier number 10. Stables in form, that of John Size. Alexi Bedell to ride, has trialled well since, but he's up in grade and at Sha Tin for the first time.
Yeah, that's the unknown, isn't it? Coming to Sha Tin here up in grade. But there's obviously ability with his son of Churchill. So, look, I'm going to put him in the numbers because I like the way he's been racing recently.
Run smart. They just punted him off the map last time. He didn't quite deliver. Ends up running 3rd. The favourite won the race, Storming Dragon. But big improvement, this horse, between starts 1 and 2.
Yeah, look, there was obviously improvement. They knew, didn't they? Stepped up from 1,000 to 1,200. Harry Bentley's on him once again. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 2. So look, it's just I'm not sure where he is. I mean, obviously the first run was poor. The second run here was really good. So if he can reproduce this, then yeah, he'll definitely go close again.
We'll see what he can do in that race. Winning form around Sunny to Best last time. This is another one down in grade, coming up with a win next to his name. Zach Purton sticks for Chris So, and Chris's horses are just going so well.
They are, aren't they? And look, I think this horse is one of the major chances in the race. As you say, he's up to class 3, but I don't think that's going to be a problem for him. He's drawn nicely in barrier 6. He's carded 119, so Zach will probably put a pound over on him. But he's going well at the moment, and this was a nice win from him. So, yeah, he definitely goes in as well.
And a guide through a few of those earlier in the day. Invincible, Lucky, Panda out wide, all coming out of that race. But who wins race 10?
I really like Young Superstar. I think Angus, we heard from him there, he can dictate from the front. So he's on top to beat Sunny to Best. Lucky 8's been racing really well recently. A good second last time behind Master of My Universe, and then Beauty Light in there for a minor line. 3, 11, 5 and 13.
Paul with Young Superstar to be first out and first home and win race number 10. And the last of 11 races looks this way. We have at the top of the book Seasons Wit, whose all wins have been 1,000 metres at Happy Valley. Kaholo Angels placed 2 from 3 course and distance. Packing Angels a last start winner. Extra £11 on his back for the victory. King of Fighters, he's had 1 start and was beaten 2 lengths. Bucephalus has had 1 start, he was beaten 3. Indeed comes up in grade with the win. Another World, Divas 12, solid win, and the Absolute do also. And Armour War Eagle, unlucky last time. He was checked near the post with lucky combination, wearing a tongue tie for the first time. Joint leaders here, Paul.
Yeah, look, Divas 12, he likes to go forward. Bucephalus, another one that can go forward as well and lead. Packing Angel can get himself into a nice position, I think, with solid win. Another World will get himself down there on the rail, probably from an inside draw. He won't be too far away. Armour War Eagle gets back. The Absolute came from last when winning last start.
He's Packing Angel's victory last time. He's had 2 starts, course and distance. He's won both of them. Zach's got a good record on the horse. Francis Lloyd trains. He's shooting for 3 in a row, but up to 131 pounds on his back.
Yeah, look, they didn't miss him, did they? But he's going so well at this horse. He's definitely one of the main chances for sure. Packing Angel. And look, he's a possible Derby horse as well. He's by shocking as he carries to keep stepping up in distance. I mean, he's staying at the 1,400 metres here. But look, he goes nicely and he's stretched out well here.
Bundle Award, who ran third in that race, has come out and won since. Another World. This is one of the wins of the season. This one might have been Class 4, but to pick himself up the way he did and then charge at them late, can coming up in grade trouble him at all?
No, look, he goes in for sure. He's drawn nicely in barrier 4. He's won 2 or 4 starts now in the last 2, but he wasn't entitled to win this race. You look at him and you think, oh, he's going nicely here. What are they talking about? There, look, missed there, and then there's no run for him whatsoever. Can't possibly win with about 50 to go. Then he gets through the inside and just manages to get up right on the line. It was an amazing win.
Yep, super win by Another World. Indeed has winning form too. However, in the past he has struggled when he comes into this grade. He gets a good draw. Andrea at Zany rides. Zach sticking with Packing Angel, obviously. Has had a quiet trial since. The stable is flying, but can he do anything to sort of fix that ordinary record in this grade?
Well, he's had 2 fourths, isn't he? 2 placings, fourth. So that's where he lands. He lands in 4th for me because this was a strong win. But as you say, the record on a win line in particular is struggling, but he's in really good form at the moment.
He jogged it at the post there, so you know he's going in for 4th for Paul. And one more to have a look at. One you were with last time, the Absolute, who was first up. This was some victory, first up too, over the 1,400 metres. And a plus for him is he's won second up in the past.
Yeah, he has. I'm going to stick with him as well. The horse is going really nicely at the moment. He's going to get back like he did in this run, but he should get the pace to suit, and you can see him really flying down the outside and winning nicely. So he's a major chance for me, and he'll go on top once again. I liked him this day, and I like him again.
There he is, out very, very wide, sweeping home. So he comes up in grade into a really strong field, but he's really won that, and you'd expect him to be fitter leading into this.
Yeah, so he'll go on top. The Absolute, I do like him coming into this race. We'll put him on top to beat Packing Angel, Another World, and Indeed. 12, 3, 9 and 7.
That's the preview for Sha Tin on Friday. 11 races for Chinese New Year race day, and the first at 12:30.